The season finale of Harmony and Chaos begins now. Episode 64, The Awakening. Season finale. The next morning, Canterlot Castle. The Harnessers of Harmony and the Sonic Heroes have gathered inside Princess Celestia's throne room. Last night it was confirmed that the mysterious meteorite crashed somewhere in Malaysia. I will send my sister Luna to check it out when she awakens this morning. Your Majesty, I don't believe it was a meteorite that we saw last night, and if indeed my hunch is correct, then Equestria is in grave danger. Sonic's right, Princess Celestia. Several months ago, I was visited by the spirit of my deceased fiancé Cosmo. She was only here for a minute, but in that time she warned me that Dark Oak survived our attack and was coming to Equestria. Cosmo was a Cedrian who sacrificed herself to destroy the Metarex, the race that destroyed Mobius before we arrived in Equestria. Cedrians, when they die, their spirits become part of the universe, and when their spirits gather enough energy, can return to the living until their energy runs out. What I'm trying to say is that Cosmo's warning needs to be taken very seriously. But I was under the impression that all of the Metarex were wiped out, including this Dark Oak that you speak of. Not necessarily, Your Majesty. Dark Oak is incredibly powerful and is capable of destroying planets with his power. And what's worse, the Chaos Emeralds won't help us either, because Sonic lost a battle with Dark Oak after absorbing the power of all 7 Chaos Emeralds. Of course, you never hesitate to bring that up. I'm sorry, Sonic, but I'm only stating the facts. If indeed Dark Oak is here, then destroying him becomes priority number 1. I will accompany Princess Luna to Malaysia to have a look at where this so-called meteorite landed. Again, this may be a meteorite, but it could also be a space pod belonging to someone else, or even a space probe sent by Dr. Eggman. We won't know for sure until we check it out. Either way, I'm going with Princess Luna to protect her. I agree with you, Shadow. You will accompany my sister to Malaysia. However, we cannot ignore the other threat to Equestria's safety. Upon returning to the castle last evening, I can confirm that Sonia was successful in stealing Night Sage's statue. Knuckles, have you been able to locate Will Atkinson or Sonia with the Master Emerald yet? Not yet, Your Majesty, but I will consult the Master Emerald again once we return to Sweet Apple Acres. Sonic, if Knuckles finds them, I want you to go after them and retrieve Nightshade's statue at all costs. We cannot allow Nightshade to be freed. I understand, Your Majesty. As for the rest of you, I want you to return to Ponyville and await further instructions. This meeting is adjourned. Go in harmony, my friends. Well, so much for our vacation, Twilight. Meh, vacations are so overrated anyway. The protection of Equestria is more important. Please be careful in Malaysia today, Shadow. I'll be waiting back at home for your return. I'll keep my fingers crossed. If I run into Dark Oak, this will probably be our final goodbye. I love you, Twilight. Please stay safe. I love you too, Shadow. They kiss. The Harnessers of Harmony and the Sonic Heroes returned home to Ponyville to await further instructions from Princess Celestia. Sonic and Rainbow Dash accompanied Knuckles and Applejack back to Sweet Apple Acres, where they would once again attempt to ask the Master Emerald for the location of either Will Atkinson or Sonia. Sonic was still clinging to a sliver of hope that he'd be able to reason with Sonia and bring back the pure-hearted sister he knew as a child. In the meantime, Dark Oak was still at his space pod, giving himself one last charge for going off to kill Sonic. Mirlasia. Dark Oak exiting his space pod. Now that I'm at full charge, it's time to find the Chaos Emeralds. I will need their power to replenish my dying life cells before I rip that nuisance of a hedgehog apart. Dark Oak uses his internal scouter to locate all 7 of the Chaos Emeralds. Damn that Mobian scum! They've reunited the Chaos Emeralds with the Master Emerald. I won't be able to touch those emeralds. No matter, I still have enough power in this ravaged body of mine to destroy Sonic and all of his friends. And it looks like Sonic and Knuckles are at the Master Emerald now. Dark Oak's scouter locates Sonic and Knuckles' location, which indicates they are across the ocean, approximately 7,000 miles away. Prepare yourself, Sonic! Dark Oak flies off in the direction of the province of Equestria. Meanwhile, Sweet Apple Acres. Sonic, Knuckles, Rainbow Dash, and Applejack are standing at the Master Emerald Temple. Sonic and Rainbow Dash wait at the base of the steps leading up to the temple as Knuckles and Applejack ascend the steps. Is everything alright, Hedgie? I've never seen you this on edge before. It's even worse than when you flipped out over King Sombra. That's because this situation is far more dangerous than the one we faced with King Sombra. It's true what Shadow said back there. I lost the fight to Dark Oak after absorbing all 7 Chaos Emeralds. To say Dark Oak is powerful is an understatement. But we're not even sure if Dark Oak is really here. Yeah, but even still, Dash, I'm not taking any chances with you. Dark Oak is 95% robot. The only thing living in him is his brain and his heart. If he's here, we won't sense him coming, putting your life at risk if he were to blindside us. After we leave here, we go our separate ways, Dash. Sonic, you keep forgetting we're married. I made a vow to you. I don't give a damn about your vow, Rainbow Dash. I love you, and the only thing I care about is your safety. Dark Oak wants revenge on me for the part I played in the destruction of the Metarex. And if you're around me, he won't hesitate to kill you. I mean it, Dash. Stay away. I love you too, Sonic, and you sure as hell aren't going to stop me from being at your side. No matter how bad the fight, I will always have your back. Those weren't just words. It was a promise. And if you want me to break that promise, you're going to have to physically stop me from following you. Applejack and Knuckles have reached the Master Emerald. Geez, Nooks, I never heard Sonic and Rainbow Dash fight before. It's only because Sonic loves Rainbow Dash with all his heart. I can't blame him for wanting Dash to stay away from him. This is an incredibly dangerous situation if Dark Oak is here, and he's only trying to protect her because she's no match against Dark Oak's power, and neither are you for that matter. In fact, I agree with Sonic. After we do this, I want you and the rest of the family to leave Sweet Apple Acres. It's not safe for any of us. Dark Oak will surely make a stop here to try and steal the Chaos Emeralds. And what about you, Nooks? There's no reason for you to stay here to hold down the fort, either. The Chaos Emeralds are being protected by the Master Emeralds. If Dark Oak attempts to steal one of our emeralds, he'll get blown to bits by the protective barrier. Sorry, AJ, but I have to stay at Sweet Apple Acres alone for your own protection. Dark Oak is able to track my power signature with his internal scouter. I have no doubt in my mind he's going to come and find me. And when he does, I don't want you or anyone in our family in his crosshairs. Applejack gives a half-hearted smile. I understand, Nooks. Sonic yells from the base of the steps. Come on, Knuckles, we don't have all day. For crying out loud, Sonic! Haven't you ever heard of the saying, patience is a virtue? Not when the safety of Equestria is at stake, it isn't. Alright, fine. Master Emerald, please show us the current location of Will Atkinson. The Master Emerald glows. He's in a place called Equality Village, Sonic. He must be at Starlight's cottage. Thanks, Knucklehead. Don't even think about following me, Rainbow Dash. Follow you? You don't even know how to get to Equality Village, Sonic. You'll be following me. Sonic, getting angry, crosses his arms and taps his foot on the ground. You could be the best wife ever and just tell me how to get there. Give it up, hubby. You know full well I'm not going to change my mind, so you can either stay here or follow me to Equality Village. I should know better than to try and talk you out of this. You are the element of loyalty and all, but Dash, I want you to promise that if Dark Oak shows up to kill me, that you'll bail immediately. Knuckles and Applejack reunite with Dash. Sonic's right, Rainbow Dash. Dark Oak has wiped out hundreds, if not thousands of planets across the universe, and has killed trillions of innocent lives in the process. Destruction and murder is nothing but a daily routine for him. I completely get it, guys, but I love you so much, Sonic, that I could not live with myself if something happened to you, knowing I abandoned you. I can't make that promise of fleeing if Dark Oak shows up. Please don't ask that of me. Sonic kisses Rainbow Dash. I understand where you're coming from, Dash, but I couldn't live with myself if anything were to happen to you. Alright, you win, Dashy. I'll follow you to Equality Village. Good luck, you two. Thanks. We're gonna need it. Are you ready, Sonic? I'm right behind you, babe. Rainbow Dash smiles and takes off for Equality Village. Sonic bolts off right behind her. I sure hope they're gonna be alright. Human Equestria, Aeon's castle. Well, this is it, Sunset. Our final hours of being together in this dimension. The portal doesn't open until the moon rises tonight. We still have some time here. Did you maybe want to go for one last stroll into town? Or go ice skating on the pond? I've got a better idea. Aeon begins slowly kissing Sunset. The couple continues kissing as Aeon scoops her into his arms. Okay, your idea is great too. I can't wait to get home to your Equestria, so you can finally see me in my true form as a hedgehog, and I can look at you with my own eyes. Well, I'm sure you're a handsome hedgehog, Aeon. I love you, Sunset. Thank you for bringing me back and restoring love to my heart. I love you too, Aeon. You were right when you said I'd come to realize that you weren't a complete scoundrel. So, where are you carrying me to? I'm taking you to my chamber, since I brought breakfast in bed and have something special planned for our dinner this evening, before we enter the portal back to your world. Sunset kisses Aeon. Oh, Aeon, I didn't realize you knew how to cook. I've never seen you do it. It's been a while since I've done it, but I wanted our last day here to be special, so... Aeon puts Sunset's shimmer down and leads her into his chamber. Sunset is shocked to see a bouquet of roses neatly tucked into a vase on a serving tray for her, along with her breakfast. You're so romantic, Aeon. I've never had anyone treat me so kindly before. You deserve the best, Sunset, because you've brought the best out in me. The real me, my dear. Come on, let's enjoy our breakfast. They sit on the bed. Aeon pours a couple of glasses of champagne. I can't believe I didn't notice you cooking this morning. When did you do all of this? Well, I went into town first thing before the sunrise this morning. I stopped at the florist and picked up those roses and the vase for you. Then I went to a breakfast restaurant and ordered our breakfast. So in reality, I didn't cook any of it, Sunset. Sunset is glowing and smiles brightly and shakes her head at Aeon. You're probably a lousy cook anyway. I love how you place the food on fancy plates. That explains why I didn't notice you cooking this morning. So what, pray tell, are these special dinner arrangements you've made for us tonight? Aeon begins rubbing Sunset's cheek. That, my dear Sunset Shimmer, is a surprise. Meanwhile, back in Equestria, Twilight's castle, the entire Apple family has arrived and is sitting comfortably in Twilight's den. Spike enters with snacks and beverages. Here you go, Apple family. Thanks, Spike. It was sweet of you to bring out some snacks and drinks for us. I'm mighty sorry about the inconvenience of the whole family being here, Twilight. Knuckles thought it would be a great idea for us to stay for a while. So, where's Knuckles anyway? He's back at Sweet Apple Acres. Knuckles didn't come with us because he's worried that Dark Oak is going to track him down. So needless to say, Knucks didn't want to be around us if that were to happen. That was very noble of him. You and your family are welcome to stay as long as you need to, Applejack. What exactly is going on, sis? Never mind about what's going on, Apple Bloom. We're just taking precautionary measures, that's all. Well, how long do you think this precautionary measure is going to last, Applejack? There's no way of knowing, Granny. Shadow was headed off to Malaysia with Princess Luna to check out where that meteorite landed. If everything checks out okay, we'll be able to head back home. But what does a meteorite landing in Malaysia have to do with us over 7,000 miles away? Apple Bloom, why don't you run off with Spike and hang out for a while?
Yep.
Fine, but I'm tired of y'all treating me like a little filly. It's not like it's a big secret that Equestria's under attack again. Come on, Apple Bloom, we can hang out in my room for a while. Spike and Apple Bloom head up to his bedroom. In other news, we found out where Will Atkinson is. Sonic and Rainbow Dash are on their way to Equality Village to stop him from killing Sonia and to recover Nightshade's statue from her. Well, hopefully that will take care of one of the problems Equestria faces. I'm surprised you didn't go to Malaysia with Shadow, Twi. I can't. It wouldn't be safe. I'm pregnant, AJ. Sweet apple fritters. Congratulations, Twilight.
Yep.
Oh, babies are such a blessing, Twilight. Yes, they certainly are. I'm taken by your tone that Shadow isn't aware of this yet. No, Shadow definitely knows that I'm pregnant. AJ, please promise you won't tell any pony, especially our friends, about my pregnancy. Why do you want to keep it a secret, Twilight? You know darn well all our friends are going to be excited for you. I know that, but there's a chance that this baby was conceived while I was under King Sombra's spell. Oh, Twilight, I'm so sorry, Sugar Cube. I knew you were forced into marrying King Sombra because of the spell and all, but did you actually consummate the marriage? Unfortunately, I did. Spike's bedroom. Gee, Spike, you got a ton of comic books. Yeah, it's my guilty pleasure. Well, other than eating diamonds and gemstones, you can borrow a few of them if you'd like. Power Ponies issue 45 and the Special Collector's Edition, no less. Where did you find this issue, Spike? Twilight has some serious connections when it comes to literary treasures like this one. I didn't know you were a fan of the Power Ponies, Apple Bloom. Of course I am. Who isn't? You know, I heard a rumor that the Power Ponies were once the protectors of Equestria until they all died, and that these comics are a tribute to their legacy. Really? Where'd you hear that? The owner of the comic book store here in Ponyville. Interesting there aren't any historical books I'm aware of that would prove that. How cool would it be if it were true, Spike? Let me quote Rainbow Dash for this one. It would be at least 20% cooler than anything I've ever heard. So is Sweetie Belle into comics as well? No, she's into fairy tales and romance garbage. You know, all that happily ever after stuff. I mean, I like a good love story too, but some of the stuff Sweetie Belle reads is a little over the top for my taste. If you don't mind my asking, how are things going between you and Sweetie Belle? Overall, it's off to a great start. Why do you ask? I found it a little strange that Hearts and Hooves Day slipped your mind, that's all. In all honesty, it did. I didn't mean to ruin your tradition with the Crusaders for Hearts and Hooves Day. It'll be cool, though, because we'll still hang out together after y'all have your one-on-one dates. Meanwhile, Dark Oak's still flying over Malaysia en route to intercept Sonic. Dark Oak checks his scouter. Ugh! Looks like Sonic is on the move, and he has a friend with him. Interesting. Sonic's power has increased substantially since I last fought him. No matter, neither he or his little friend are near my power, even with it being depleted. I should have plenty of power left after killing these two to wipe out the rest of the Mobian scum. Dark Oak continues flying. Equality Village, just afternoon. Sonia lands in front of Starlight's cottage and sets Nightshade's statue down. Sonia is exhausted from using telekinesis to carry the statue from Canterlot to Equality Village. Sonia opens the front door and spots Will sitting in a chair waiting for her. Good, you're here. Could you please use your magic to carry your ancestor's statue into the tunnel? I'll be using my magic to return his statue to Princess Celestia's garden. Will fires a blast from his horn that hits Sonia dead on, destroying the front half of Starlight's house. Sonia is sent flying. She defiantly stands up. You traitor! You better hope you kill me, because if you don't, your precious Starlight is going to die. Will teleports to Sonia's left and bucks her on the side of the head. Blood flies from Sonia's mouth as she tumbles across the dirt terrain of Equality Village. Most of the villagers' jaws have dropped as they begin watching the fight. Sonia in pain as she stands again and wipes her mouth. I can take a lot more than that, Will. Will teleports again and attempts to throw a punch. Sonia grabs Will's hook and counters by punching Will in the head. Will gracefully lands on all four hooks following the punch. You have a chance to change, Sonia. I won't allow this monster to be set free upon Equestria. You have a chance to go home to Ponyville and reunite with your family. I suggest you take this chance and leave now. Sonia begins powering up. It's too late for me, Will, and unfortunately for you as well. You've made your choice by betraying the future queen of Equestria, and for that, Starlight will pay. I'll be seeing you soon, Will, because I will need your power to bring forth the Triad of Power. You will give it to me if you plan on saving Starlight. Will begins powering up. Oh, you evil witch! I won't give you the chance to harm her! Meanwhile, Sonic stops running. Sonic, what's up, hubby? Sonia and Will must be fighting. I can sense both of their powers. Sonic shaking. Ugh, man, their powers are incredible. We better step on it, Dash. You got it! Let's go, Hedgie! They take off and continue on. Dark Oak, flying over the ocean, can also see Will and Sonia's power readings on his scouter. He stops flying. This can't be! There are actual life forms on this planet that have power that exceeds mine! I'm no match for power like that! Sonic and his friends appear to be chasing after that power. Maybe now isn't a good time to exact my revenge upon him. I have to avoid those two powers at all costs. Meanwhile, back in Equality Village, Sonia and Will's power continues to explode. Their cutie marks begin glowing. They are so busy powering up they don't notice Nightshade's cutie mark glowing through the stone of his statue. The close proximity of Sonia, Will, and Nightshade has allowed their cutie marks to unite, thus allowing Nightshade's statue to shatter to pieces. A bright light engulfs Equality Village. Will and Sonia stop powering up. Oh no! What have we done? Yes! I am one step closer to achieving the ultimate power in a universe! Once the bright light dissipates, Nightshade is standing and is free from his stone statue. Meanwhile, Shadow stops flying with Princess Luna and turns around to face the direction of Equality Village. You feel it too, Shadow. There's a third power as well. I believe Will and Sonia freed Nightshade. The Triad of Power has arrived. Sondash's location. Sonic stops running again. What's wrong now, Sonic? We're too late, Dashy. There's a third power in Equality Village, and it's more powerful than Sonia and Will's power. That could only mean that Nightshade has been released. How far are we from Equality Village, time-wise, if we break the sound barrier? Maybe 10 minutes at that pace, but I don't have enough energy to do a sonic rain boom. I've been flying hard for almost an hour now. I'm sorry, Rainbow Dash, but you're gonna have to meet me there then. I'll find it by sensing their powers. Sonic bolts off with tremendous speed, breaking the sound barrier. Rainbow Dash breathing hard from flying almost 500 miles with her wings in the last hour. She flies off after Sonic as fast as her wings can carry her. Meanwhile, Equality Village. I won't let you live! Will charges his horn and releases an enormous blast from it. Nightshade gives a devious smile as his unicorn horn glows. Nightshade cancels out Will's blast with his mind. Small fragments of energy balls from Will's blast scatter the terrain, causing huge explosions. Sonic, with an angry look on his face as he continues running towards Equality Village and witnesses all the explosions over 100 miles away, off in the distance. Nightshade disappears and reappears in front of Will and clobbers him with a punch, knocking him out. Sonia's jaw drops, then gives an evil grin. Sonia to herself. Wow, what an amazing power. I can't wait till I absorb it into Aeon's crystal. Nightshade calmly walks over to Will and stands over him. Now, boys, that's any way to treat your ancestor. I really need to work on my gratitude. Sonia approaches Nightshade and genuflects out of respect to him. It's an honor to officially meet you, Nightshade. So you're the one who cracked my statue. Us marks of Herc need to stick together. I'll be seeing you soon, Sonia, after I pay a visit to an old friend. Nightshade uses his magic to teleport to Canterlot Castle. Sonia can sense Sonic getting close. Time to go see my husband. It is the night of the 30th moon. I better get a move on before Sonic catches me. Sonia blasts off in flight and starts flying towards the Crystal Empire. Dark Oak's location. Dark Oak is now flying over Equestria, about 50 miles east of Vancouver. Dark Oak is legitimately nervous. Damn it! Maybe it was a mistake to come here for Sonic's blood. That third power is frightening even for me. I can't believe that there are 3 beings on this planet that now exceed my power. I need to find a way to get my hands on those Chaos Emeralds to replenish my life cells and not get destroyed by that protective barrier that protects them. I better just kill Sonic and get the hell off this planet. I may still have enough life cells left in me to recreate another Metarex army and armada. Enjoy your last few hours of life, Sonic. I hope you make them count, because here I come. Dark Oak continues flying towards Sonic, who has now arrived in Equality Village. Sonic stands in disbelief as he finds Will unconscious and Sonia missing. Canterlot Castle. Princess Celestia is in her throne room addressing Tempest. You summoned me, your majesty. Grubber the Hedgehog is with her. Of course he did. Why else would we be here? Tempest gives him a dirty look. I'm sorry, just saying. Good afternoon, Tempest. I seek your company to ask a favor of you. I will do whatever you need, Princess Celestia. He really means we'll do whatever you ask, Princess. Grubber bows. That's very brave of you to offer, Grubber. However, this request is quite dangerous. I suggest continuing to stuff your face is a much safer proposition for you. I agree. I will do as you command, your majesty. Yes, please go eat some more food, Grubber. That will keep you busy from bothering me any longer. Grubber walking away. You know you love me, Tempest. Grubber exits. Again, I will do whatever you need me to do, Princess Celestia. Nightshade has been released, and with Luna being gone, I need you to help me defend this castle from him. Nightshade appears in front of Princess Celestia. Ah, Celestia, so nice to see you after 800 years. Tempest begins charging her broken unicorn horn. Stay away from her. Nightshade's horn begins glowing. His power prevents Tempest from powering up. Nightshade uses his magic to overpower Tempest and forces her down to the ground. Release her now, Nightshade. As you wish, Celestia. I didn't come here for trouble. Being locked inside a statue for 800 years kind of changes your aspect on life. I can assure you I've been reformed, as they say. Tempest is able to stand up. Hold your position, but do it at ease, Tempest. Why should I believe you, Nightshade? How do you expect me to trust you after what you did the last time you were in my presence? Wow, you're still so beautiful after all these years. Spare me the flatteries and answer my question, because I can assure you that after 800 years, nothing has changed about my feelings for you, or rather a lack thereof. Oh, come on, Celestia. You mean you haven't missed me at all? Answer the princess's question. Do you need to kiss the checkered tile of this floor again, Half-Horn? Tempest is agitated and hurt by his comment. She looks away, embarrassed. It's all right, Tempest. He's still the same pompous and overly conceited wannabe ruler he was 800 years ago. You may go, Tempest. This is between me and Nightshade. Tempest leaves, disgusted at herself. You've always needed to hire better guards. How do you hire the worst ponies to defend this castle? You've never been the best when it comes to hiring help around here. I warn you now, if your plan is to kill me and take over Equestria, then it would be a serious lapse in judgment. We have a weapon that will surely destroy you, no matter how powerful you are. Ooh, you are worried for my welfare after all then, hmm? Not to worry, my dear Celestia. I am not here for destruction. After 800 years, I just wanted to say hello, and that I'm back. Is my castle still intact in Europony? Yes, however, it is a museum now, and has a caretaker by the name of Fidget, who has been taking care of it for the last 27 years. I've always been a fan of art. Thank you for keeping my castle clean for me all these years, and apparently doing some much-needed decorating on it. My castle always needed the celestial touch, didn't it? I'll be in touch. Nightshade teleports out of the castle and into the sky above Canterlot. He begins flying towards his castle in Europony. Equality Village. Rainbow Dash arrives. Will begins regaining consciousness. Take it easy, Will. I'm sorry. I tried to stop him. Who? My ancestor, Nightshade. I tried to stop Sonia, but when I did, both our powers combined, setting him free. So you were right, Sonic. Nightshade is free. I can't sense Nightshade's power any longer. Do you know where he went? No, he knocked me out after I attempted to attack him. What about my sister? Do you know where she's headed? Oh no, she's going after Starlight. I highly doubt it, Will. I can sense Sonia's power. She's flying north, away from Ponyville. Then she must be going after her husband. She said something about stealing his crystal so she can use it to absorb the Triad of Power. We gotta move, Dash. Sonia's headed for the Mirror Portal in the Crystal Empire. Hold on a minute, Sonic. I need to take a break and eat, and have some water to replenish some energy. We've been going pretty hard for almost 3 hours straight, and my wings can't keep up with you any longer. Is 5 minutes enough? Yeah. I'd honestly feel better if you stayed behind or went back home to Ponyville anyway. This situation is starting to get dangerous. Sonia has already released Nightshade upon Equestria. We're still trying to track her down to stop her from going after Aeon, and there's still the potential for us to be attacked by Dark Oak. I see your point, Sonic, but you need some pony to have your back with all these threats facing us. Let's go grab a quick snack and a drink, and we'll take off after Sonia. Is 5 minutes too long? No, 5 minutes is fine. Will did some damage to Sonia, and she's not flying as fast as she normally does. If we really push our speed hard, we should be able to catch her. Human Equestria. Anne and Sunset Shimmer sharing dinner at a restaurant. It's a shame this is the last time we get to eat at this establishment. The food is really good here. Thanks for surprising me with it. You know, we should try to come back here every now and again. It could be like a getaway for us. And here I thought you hated this realm of Equestria. I'm not a fan of being human in this realm. Believe me, I've noticed. As a human, I don't have my powers, and this magic crystal that's around my neck doesn't work in this place either, because it's a time loophole that exists on this planet, which is why it only opens once every 30 moons. Sonia and I just happened to travel here during that occasion, which is how we got sucked into that loophole. To be honest, I've hated this place from day one, until you showed up here 13 nights ago. This place has become special to me now, because it's where I met you and fell in love for the first time in decades. And I don't ever want to forget that, which is why I wouldn't mind coming back for a night or two during the year. Who knows, it may become our vacation destination. Aw, Anne, you're going to make me cry. I'm so grateful to have you, Sunset. You've changed my life and have given me a reason to experience joy and happiness again. I can't wait to start our lives together. Well, it's almost sunset, so the portal back to Equestria should open in about an hour, so we'll be starting our lives together in my world very soon. I have to remember to grab my saddlebag before we go through the portal. Ah, yes, there's that all-important diary you have in there. How long does that portal stay open for? A full 24 hours. When the sun sets tomorrow, the portal will close for another 30 days. Then there's no rush to go through the portal. If we're going back inside the castle, we may as well have one last taste of romance in this form, don't you think? Sunset Shimmer gives Aeon a smile. Tempting, but I'd much rather get you home and experience you as a hedgehog. Waiter walks over. Can I get you to dessert this evening? Sunset? Sunset Shimmer shakes her head no. I'm good, thanks. I really can't eat another bite. Then we'll take the check, please. Okay, I'll be right back. Waiter leaves to retrieve the bill. So, what are you looking most forward to when we arrive in your realm? Experiencing love for the first time. And you? Being myself again. And I'm not just talking about being a powerful hedgehog either. I mean being everything I was before I allowed my heart to be consumed with anger, heartache, and hatred for losing everything and everyone that mattered to me. I'm sorry you went through all that pain, Aeon. I am here for you if you ever need to talk about it, or even if you just want to talk about all the ones you loved. His name is Eclipse, the Darkling. That's the monster that's haunted my life ever since the day he came into it. I came to Equestria in the hopes that I may absorb the powers of the Triad of Power to defeat him. He's been tracking me through space and time. He craves this crystal because he knows it's the only thing that can defeat him. I'm not sure if he can track me here because my crystal has no power in a time loophole, but I know this. The moment we go to your world, this crystal will have its powers back, and when it does, it will beckon to him, and he'll eventually wreak havoc upon your world. We can't live in fear, Aeon. Fortunately, Equestria has a pretty powerful team protecting it. You must be talking about Sonia's inferior brother Sonic. Not just Sonic and his team, but my friends, the Harnesses of Harmony. He wouldn't stand a chance against the power of Harmony and Chaos. I thought you read the diary I had in my saddlebag. I read all about the Harmony Chaos Cannon, my dear. It's the most powerful weapon in existence, and I can't even deny it. Yet, another reason why I'm choosing not to absorb the powers of the Triad of Power. Even with that power, I'd be no match for the Harmony Chaos Cannon. See? Then let this monster, known as Eclipse, show up here. He won't stand a chance against the Harmony Chaos Cannon. Aeon gives a slight smile. I'd finally be able to live in peace watching him perish. Waiter returns with the bill. Is there anything else I can get for you this evening? No, thanks. I'll pay for our dinner and we'll be on our way. Are you ready to go home, my dear? Yes, I am, Aeon. Twilight's Castle, 5 p.m. Shadow arrives alone. Shadow? What are you doing back so soon? We have a really big problem, Twilight. I take it you sensed Nightshade's power. Yes, I did, and it was horrifying. Needless to say, Princess Luna and I never made it to Merlacia to check on that space pod that landed there last night after we sensed his power. I know, I sensed it too, and Princess Celestia sent me a scroll message confirming that indeed, Nightshade has been set free from his statue. He paid her a visit shortly after being freed. He didn't harm her, did he? Shockingly, no. Princess Celestia said he was heading back to Europony to reclaim his castle, and that he swore to her that he's been reformed after spending over 800 years encased in a stony prison. Reformed? What a joke! Did Princess Celestia not sense Nightshade's power when he was defending himself against Will? I can't imagine that she didn't. His power is absolutely frightening, because he's even more powerful than King Sombra was after he absorbed 4 Chaos Emeralds. Spike enters. Oh, hey, Shadow, you're back early. Yes, well, circumstances in Equestria forced Princess Luna and I to suspend our trip to Merlacia. I see. Come on, Twilight, it's your turn, and we're all waiting. I'll be in a moment, Spike. Go ahead and just skip my turn this time around, okay? All right, Twilight. Spike goes back into Twilight's den. Knuckles sent Applejack and her family here to the castle to keep them safe just in case Dark Oak decided to track him down. Smart thinking on the part of Knuckles. So what exactly are you doing? We're playing a board game, and it's actually doing its job, keeping my mind off of what's going on here in Equestria. It's probably for the best anyway, considering you shouldn't fight in your condition. I may not have a choice, Shadow. Given the powers I've sensed all day, I may have to use the Harmony Chaos Cannon if things get ugly, because it's the only weapon we have in our arsenal that's capable of saving Equestria from this kind of power. Would you like to join us in the den, Shadow? Sure, why not? They enter the den together. Shadow? Apple Bloom rushes over to Shadow and hugs him tightly. Hello, Apple Bloom. Long time no see. You said it. How you been? I've been better. Well, forgive me for saying, Shirley Q, but you look about as agitated as an apple farmer with a vampire fruit bat problem. If that means that I'm pissed off, then yes. It wasn't enough potentially having Dark Oak here. Now we have to worry about Nightshade being released, and the Triad of Power coming together too. And if that happens, I'm not sure the Harmony Chaos Cannon will be enough to stop whoever decides to absorb it. Well, there's not much we can do now besides wait and see if perhaps Nightshade has actually been reformed. Equality Village. Sonic, Rainbow Dash, and Will are saying their goodbyes. Alright, Dash, it's time to head out. Do you think your wings can keep up with me? Yeah, I should be good to go now. Great, because we really are going to have to move to catch Sonia in time. Again, I am sorry, Sonic. I should have told you about my association with Sonia sooner. Sonic places his hand on Will's mane. It's okay. You were worried for Starlight's safety, and you had every right to be concerned. In the end, you made the right choice by telling Starlight where Sonia was. We'll stop her, I promise. Sonic's right, Will. Go home to Starlight. She's probably worried sick about you. And what about Nightshade? Don't worry about that right now. We'll deal with him if he gives us a reason to. I agree with my wife. Go home and take care of Starlight. We'll worry about everything else. Will nods and teleports to his house in Ponyville. I'd feel a lot better if you went back to Ponyville too, Dash. Don't worry, Sonic. I'm your wife, and I will always fight at your side, no matter how bad the fight. And besides, you said Dark Oak is weakening, so there's no reason to think that we can't beat him together. He may be weakening and losing his power cells, but make no mistake, he's still a major threat to Equestria. We really need to get going, though, if we're going to catch Sonia. Either way, Hedgie, I got your back. Sonic nods and takes off running for the Crystal Empire with Rainbow Dash flying behind it. Meanwhile, Ponyville, Will's house. Will enters the house. Starlight embraces him, smothering him in kisses. I was so worried about you. What happened? You're all beaten up. I confronted Sonia, and during the fight our combined powers freed Nightshade from his statue. I tried to stop him, but he overpowered and attacked me. Well, at least you're still breathing and alive. Sonic and Rainbow Dash are going after Sonia to try and stop her from killing her husband. Then we have to get there first and stop her ourselves. But we'll never make it in time. I can because I'm an alicorn. I can use my magic to teleport there. I can teleport too, Will. Remember, my magic is so powerful that I can travel through space and time. Together, we may be able to stop Sonia. Alright, Starlight, let's go save Equestria. Will and Starlight use their magic to teleport to the Crystal Palace. The Crystal Empire, the Crystal Palace. Will and Starlight appear in front of Princess Cadance inside her throne room. Will and Starlight notice that the mirror portal is active. Starlight Glimmer, what brings you and Will Atkinson here this evening? To stop Sonia the Hedgehog from entering the mirror portal. She's coming here now? I'm afraid so, Princess Cadance. But why? What's so important in the alternate dimension? Nightshade has been released upon Equestria. The Triad of Power can now be summoned, and the next phase of Sonia's devious plot is to go through the mirror portal, kill her husband, and steal his magic crystal so he can use it to absorb the powers of the Triad of Power for herself. Does Princess Celestia know about this? I'm not sure, Your Majesty. I say we destroy the mirror portal now. This way Sonia can't enter into the ultimate realm to retrieve her husband's crystal. No, we can't do that. The alternate dimension of Equestria is a time loophole. If we destroy the mirror portal, the loophole will merge with our world. The merger could stop time, or even worse, destroy our planet altogether. The mirror portal begins shining and emitting electricity. What's happening? Some pony is about to come through the portal from the alternate dimension. Princess Cadance, Starlight, Will, and a handful of palace guards are staring at the mirror portal intently to see who comes through it. Be on your guard. This might in all actuality be Sonia coming back through. Sunset Shimmer and Aeon appear and are standing directly in front of the mirror portal. We made it, Anne. Wow, you are one hot hedgehog. Sunset? Starlight rushes over and hugs her friend Sunset Shimmer tightly. It's nice to see you too, Starlight. I didn't realize I would come home to a welcoming committee. Oh, there's someone I'd like you to meet. There's no time for introductions. You and Aeon are not safe here. Sonia is on her way to kill Aeon, steal his magic crystal, and use it to absorb the Triad of Power. Will and I came here to stop her until Sonic and Rainbow Dash arrive here. Aeon goes into Sunset Shimmer's saddlebag and retrieves his cannon blaster. I guess it was a good thing we had to stop back at my castle first before entering the portal. If Sonia wants my sacred crystal, she's going to have to kill me for it. Sonia arrives. With pleasure. Sonia fires an energy blast at Aeon. Aeon dodges it. Meanwhile, Sondash's perspective. Sonic can sense Sonia powering up. Oh no! Sonia's attacking! We gotta hurry, Dash! Rainbow Dash spots something out of the corner of her eye and is flying towards them. Sonic, look out! Rainbow Dash flies in front of Sonic to protect him and gets demolished by a kick. Rainbow Dash! Damn it! I meant to kick you! You made your last mistake by coming here, Dark Oak. You won't be getting your hands on any of those Chaos Emeralds. Yes, I've already made that discovery when I arrived here, and my scouting showed that all the Chaos Emeralds have been reunited with the Master Emerald. Not to worry. After I'm done whipping you apart, limb by limb, I intend on paying Knuckles a visit. Don't count on it. You have to get through me first, Dark Oak. I should warn you that I've only grown stronger since our last fight, and I know for damn sure that your power and life cells are near their end. Don't flatter yourself, Sonic. You couldn't even defeat me when you absorbed all 7 of your precious Chaos Emeralds. Alright, enough talking. Only one of us is going to walk away from this fight alive. Well, at least we agree on something. Hedgehog! Dark Oak flies at Sonic and connects with a huge right hand to Sonic's head as blood flies off of Sonic. Sonic hits the ground. Sonic quickly stands as blood begins to pour profusely from the gash on his head. Is that all you got, Dark Oak? Your arrogance amuses me, Sonic. 10 seconds into this deathmatch, and you're already ripped open. I'm going to enjoy torturing you and listening to you writhe in misery as I slowly dissect you piece by piece. Or better yet, it may cause you greater pain to watch as I rip your friend to pieces first. Dark Oak makes a beeline straight for unconscious Rainbow Dash. No! Sonic, with everything he has, rushes in and cuts off Dark Oak with a kick to the head. Dark Oak calmly and effortlessly lands gently on his feet. So, this girl actually means something to you, Now I'm going to make sure she dies first, just so I can get the enjoyment of seeing you in pain. This may actually hurt you more than dying. You're not going to lay a hand on my wife without killing me first. I'm about to show you one of my new techniques, compliments of me being part pony. Sonic disappears. What the? Where is he? Sonic reappears in front of Dark Oak. Too slow. Sonic punches Dark Oak in the head and sends him flying. Dark Oak hits the ground with a boom. Sonic powers up. Let's try this one. Ah! Sonic unleashes his first energy blast in his base form, thanks in large part to his Alicorn abilities. The blast hits Dark Oak head-on and destroys part of his body, exposing some of his wiring. Dark Oak stands up. Ah, you're going to pay for that, Sonic! Hey, Oak, your wires are showing. You think this is funny? Dark Oak pulls out his sword. You won't be laughing when I rip you open, exposing your insides! Dark Oak charges at Sonic with the sword, when Rainbow Dash flies in and kicks Dark Oak in the head, breaking a large piece of Dark Oak's metallic head, exposing part of his brain. Dark Oak is on all fours, struggling to get up. Nice shot, Dash! A bloody Rainbow Dash stands with her husband.
Boy, did that feel awesome!
Can you fly, Dash?
Yeah, how do you think I kicked him so hard?
If you can fly, then I want you to go home before Dark Oak recovers and decimates you. Dash, there's a really good chance I'm gonna die in this fight, and I don't want you to be one of his victims.
I refuse to go through life without you, Hedgie, so if you die, I die with you.
Dark Oak stands up. Sparks are flying from his exposed wiring in his head. If that's your request, then I will be more than happy to make that happen! Dark Oak rushes Rainbow Dash and punches her in the abdomen. Rainbow Dash spits up a substantial amount of blood. Rainbow Dash gagging on blood. Sonic attempts to intervene and catches a hard kick from Dark Oak. Sonic lands face down on the ground. Dark Oak turns his attention to Rainbow Dash, who is crawling in agony away from him. You want to use your legs to kick me in the head, breaking my protective helmet? Well, now I'll break the leg of which you used on me! Dark Oak stomps on Rainbow Dash's leg, breaking it. Ah! Dark Oak grabs Rainbow Dash by her mane and lifts her off the ground.
Sonic! Please, help!
Dark Oak punches Rainbow Dash square on the jaw. Rainbow Dash is sent flying and hits the ground unconscious. Meanwhile, Twilight's castle. Twilight drops her cup of tea. What's wrong, Twilight? Rainbow Dash, she's hurt. You sensed it too? There are two fights near the Crystal Empire. Sonic and Rainbow Dash must be fighting Dark Oak, and I sense Sonia's power fighting an unknown power. Will Atkinson and Starlight. I have to get to Rainbow Dash, Shadow. Absolutely not! You're pregnant, remember? Shadow, I promise I won't get involved in any of the fighting. She needs me, Shadow. We're linked by the elements of harmony, and she's in absolute agony. I have to save her. Fine. Let's go then, Twilight. Please be careful, Twilight. I will. Please hold down the castle for me while we're gone. Shadow and Twilight take off in flight for the Crystal Empire. The Crystal Empire.
I'm going to enjoy killing you, Aeon, and exacting my revenge upon you for holding me hostage for 15 years.
You know you enjoyed being my prisoner.
I faked it the entire time. I was using you to get to Equestria. It was always my plan to kill you and steal the Dark Crystal from you, so I could absorb the Triad of Power for myself.
If you want it so badly, Sonia, come and get it. Sonia flies directly at Aeon, missing him with a punch. Aeon fires an energy ball from his cannon that hits Sonia, sending her plummeting towards the ground. Sonia recovers and lands safely on the ground on both feet. Aeon flies toward the ground, firing multiple blasts from his cannon. Sonia begins running, dodging Aeon's attacks. Aeon continues to chase after Sonia. Sonia smirks as she uses her alicorn abilities to teleport above Aeon. Surprise! Sonia smashes Aeon with a blow to the head, sending him through a building and crashing into the ground below. Aeon! Aeon comes flying out of the rubble and connects with a punch to Sonia's head. Sonia recovers and catches Aeon with a knee to the ribcage, causing Aeon to spit out blood. Oh! Sonia, while in midair, grabs Aeon by the hair and quills and begins punching him repeatedly in the face. Oh! Sonia lets go of his quills as Aeon falls straight into a rising knee blow to the chin from Sonia. Oh! Aeon soars up higher into the air. Sonia flies up behind him and places her hand on his back and fires an energy ball, sending Aeon hurling towards the ground with the energy blast. Both hit the ground simultaneously, causing a huge explosion that rocks the Crystal Empire. Aeon is still alive but unconscious. Sunset Shimmer rushes over to check on Aeon. Aeon! Aeon, please answer me! Starlight rushes over to Sunset Shimmer. Starlight, get out of there! Sunset, you need to get away from him now! Sonia appears in front of them.
It's too late!
Sonia clobbers Sunset Shimmer, knocking her down. Starlight uses her magic to try and telekinetically freeze Sonia into place, but it has no effect as Sonia's power is far greater than Starlight's. I don't get it! My magic isn't working!
That's because you're inferior to me, Starlight. Now let me show you how to properly use telekinesis.
Sonia holds out her hand and easily lifts Starlight off the ground. She pins Starlight's hooves to her side and begins to telekinetically strangle her. Starlight struggling to breathe. Will has had enough and takes off in flight straight at Sonia. Will lowers his horn and buries it into Sonia's heart. Sonia coughing up blood as Will pulls his horn out of Sonia's heart. Sonia falls to the ground and dies. Starlight rushes over to Will and embraces him. Are you all right, Starlight? Yes, I'm fine, Will. I killed her. You didn't have any other choice. She chose this for herself. Everyone who loved Sonia tried to stop her from carrying out this evil plot of hers. She would have killed me had you not killed her first. Thank you. She's right, Will. You honestly saved Equestria this evening, at least from Sonia. Meanwhile, Sonic and Dark Oak continue to match each other punch for punch as their fight continues into the night sky. Sonic lands a kick that sends Dark Oak reeling. Sonic flies around and smashes Dark Oak into the ground with an axe handle to the back. Sonic flies down to the ground.
I have to give you credit, Sonic. You're far more powerful than the last time we fought in hand-to-hand combat. I honestly commend you. Let's just say I've figured out who I really am since I've been here, and as a result I've learned some new powers that I never knew I could possess. It's unfortunate for you, however, because now you've left me no other choice but to use my split form technique.
Dark Oak powers up and 6 Dark Oaks form from his original body.
It took everything you had just to survive this long against me. Let's see how long you last against 7 of me.
The 6 Dark Oak clones surround Sonic while the real Dark Oak watches.
It looks like this is the end for me. Don't worry, Hedgehog. I'll make sure they make this quick on you.
The first clone rushes Sonic and connects with a huge blow to Sonic's head, sending blood and Sonic flying towards the left. Sonic is sent towards another Dark Oak clone. The clone punches Sonic up into the air. Sonic limp, barely conscious as he soars into the sky. Another clone had flown up behind Sonic and buries a devastating punch to Sonic's spine, sending Sonic into the ground. Boom! One of the clones picks Sonic up off the ground and holds him with his arms pinned behind him, as the other 5 clones begin punching Sonic all over his body and head. The clone holding Sonic throws him across the terrain as Sonic's ravaged, bloody body bounces across the ground. Sonic is on all fours with blood dripping off of him.
Yes! Finish him, my clones! Get away from my husband!
Rainbow Dash, in a fit of rage, flies in and begins assaulting the 6 clones by herself.
Well, if it isn't the 3-legged pony, I must admit, Sonic, she has some courage and a lot of fight in her.
Rainbow Dash flies in and decapitates one of the clones with a flying punch.
You want me? Come and get me!
Rainbow Dash flies off with tremendous speed, causing the 5 remaining clones to chase after her. This leaves Sonic to fight Dark Oak alone. A battered Sonic stands to face Dark Oak.
This is it, Dark Oak. I don't care if you kill me. This is my last stand, and even if you do destroy me, I'll die in peace knowing I took enough out of you so my friends can finish you off.
Sonic rushes towards Dark Oak and disappears behind him at the last second. Sonic buries his foot into Dark Oak's back and sends him hurling through the air. Sonic rushes over to flip kick Dark Oak up into the air. Sonic flies up after Dark Oak. Dark Oak glances down and spots Sonic flying right at him. Dark Oak regains control and holds out his right hand and fires an enormous energy blast that hits Sonic, sending Sonic to the ground unconscious. Dark Oak laughing as he lands on the ground, pulling out his sword. Dark Oak standing over Sonic, preparing to cut him in half.
Get him, Shadow!
What the? Shadow flying in. Chaos Blast! The Chaos Blast connects and sends Dark Oak several feet away from Sonic. Dark Oak breaks his sword in half out of anger. Ah! Damn you! How did you survive my clones? She had a little bit of help from her friends. Twilight tending to Sonic.
Twilight? It's Sonic?
He's alive, Dash. Twilight, stay with Sonic. Rainbow Dash, do you have any fights left in you?
I'm not sure, Shadow, but I'm prepared to give everything I have left to take this guy down.
That's good, because it's going to take both of us to do it. And even then, it may still not be enough. You're one hell of a warrior, Dash. I have nothing but respect for you.
Right back at you, Shadow, and thanks for showing up to help us.
Dark Oak rushes Shadow. Shadow catches him coming in with a kick. Shadow flies after him and misses with a punch. Dark Oak catches Shadow in the abdomen with a punch. Oh! Dark Oak face palms Shadow and drives him headfirst into the pavement, dragging Shadow's face across the ground. Ah! Dark Oak grabs Shadow by the hair and holds his hand up to Shadow's face and blasts him in the face with an energy ball. Ah!
Shadow!
Shadow, nearly dead, hits the ground unconscious. Some ultimate life form he is! Twilight rushes over to Shadow.
You monster! Oh no, Twilight!
Rainbow Dash, with everything she has left, flies in and tackles Dark Oak to the ground. Rainbow Dash is badly injured from the battle as a whole. Can't bring herself to stand as she falls to the ground trying to do so. Ah! I've had enough of you! You just don't know when to quit, do you, Rainbow Dash? It's a shame Sonic isn't conscious to see the punishment I'm about to inflict upon his wife! Rainbow Dash looks at Dark Oak with tears in her eyes as she stares at him in fear.
Please, don't!
Dark Oak kicks Rainbow Dash in the jaw so hard she is sent flying hundreds of feet into the air. Sonic begins to move as he begins to regain consciousness. Rainbow Dash is soaring into the air as Sonic watches on in horror. Dark Oak flies up after Rainbow Dash.
No! Rainbow Dash! Please not Dashy!
Dark Oak catches up to Rainbow Dash and grabs her by her mane. Dark Oak looking Dash in the eyes. Don't worry, Sonic will be joining you soon. Dark Oak punches Rainbow Dash square on the forehead, sending her body plummeting towards equestrian soil.
When you feel so tired, but you can't sleep, stuck in reverse.
No! No! Sonic rushes over to his wife, who's peacefully laying on the grass. Sonic picks Rainbow Dash off the ground and holds her in his arms tightly. Rainbow Dash is barely alive and conscious as Sonic embraces her. Why did you do this, Dash? I told you to stay away from this fight.
I did this because I love you. You mean everything to me, Sonic. And I always told you that I would gladly lay my life down to save yours. This is who we are, Sonic. I love you. Please finish this guy and save Equestria for me. No, Dash, stay with me. I love you so much. I won't be able to live with myself if you die. I don't think anything is going to prevent that now. I'm sorry, Sonic.
Way too love to let it go.
Rainbow Dash!
Rainbow Dash falls unconscious from her brutal injuries.
You'll never know just what you were. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try.
No! Not my Dashy!
Dark Oak frozen in fear as his scouter indicates Sonic's power has surpassed his own as Sonic's transformation into Dark Sonic continues.
Ah! Dark Oak, you're gonna pay for this!
See a stream down your face when you lose something you cannot replace. See a stream down your face. See a stream down your face. I promise you I will learn from your mistakes. See a stream down your face. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix